Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another recording session of Hearthstone. So, I've been trying to do some curation, didn't make great progress, but this doesn't look too bad. Now, I have 240s here to trade out. Obviously, I want to trade out this one because getting 3 victories is easier than getting 2 victories of those two specific character classes. Although, it wouldn't be that hard to really get 2 victories with a priest. And there is some overlap here, so we're probably going to be playing priest and warlock anyways. But this is the right one. So now the overlap is the warlock, so it makes sense to play as the warlock today. Let's see. Yep. Don't have any overlap there, which gives us a great excuse to not do that. Also, the season ended and we have the new card back for what they're worth, so we'll go to ninjas as their card back. We are definitely going to have to win a few games to get back to a rank 20, but that is really not a problem. We will definitely get that done by the end of the month. So today is my first solid proof of evidence that people do not, at least some people, do not read the comments before they post in the comments.
Your soul shall
Because
be mine.
someone put a post in my Blackrock Mountain thing where in the video of the Blackrock, one of my Blackrock Mountain videos, I said it would be really nice if one of my viewers explained what was going on in Blackrock Mountain because I haven't played World of Warcraft and I don't know the story. And a very nice commenter went and put a comment down there several weeks ago explaining, at least somewhat generally, what was going on. He did a nice job, I liked it, I thumbs up his comment. So today, several weeks later, somebody puts a comment on the same video where the comment that explains everything is blatantly obviously right there. Says, if you want to know what happened at Blackrock, go to Noble, and then called me a bundle of sticks. Unless there is a website or something called Noble Faggot, I don't know. I googled that to see if maybe there was some website by that name or character or something. Then I also googled Noble, and then I googled Noble and World of Warcraft, and none of that seems like it's an actual thing. So even in insulting me, it doesn't seem like he answered the question. He seemed to have just spewed out some garbage and wasted his time because I deleted his comment, even though I'm mentioning it now. And I didn't report him as being abusive. I just thought of that as I'm gonna give him the opportunity, if he wants to make a better comment next time. But if I recognize his name and he makes the same stupid, which is exactly it's stupid. It's not informative. I asked people to explain it to me, not to send me to some website which you didn't put a link into, or some character in World of Warcraft that I said I don't play World of Warcraft, so I can't go to a character. So none of that happens. None of that was useful at all. That was just a really dumb post, a waste of your time. And guess what? Since I'm the person who owns this YouTube channel, I can delete your post. So you've just wasted your time. It takes me half a second to delete somebody's comments. It takes you a lot longer. So be more efficient, be more helpful, and don't be insulting. Don't call people names. That's childish and I want to say it's dumb, but then isn't that calling people names too? So, I mean, but it's true, it is dumb. I want to get this guy out. But I mean, yeah, I'll stop talking about that, but it's so silly. The comment was already there. That question had already been answered by somebody helpful. And somebody wants to come in there and put an unhelpful comment? Just think if that happened in school. If a teacher goes, what's 1 plus 1 in a school? And somebody goes 2 and she goes correct. And then someone else raised their hands and go, ooh, teacher, call me too. Teacher, call me. And she goes, oh, alright, but we already know the answer is 2. So, what are you gonna say? And he goes,
I can ease your pain.
4. 1 plus 1 equals 4. Then the teacher would go, no, you're wrong, and we already knew the answer, and you had a chance to not say anything because you were wrong, because you knew you were wrong. Whatever, I mean, getting off that topic, it's just so silly.
Reporting for duty.
This is why YouTubers call comments garbage. So what else is happening? We're supposed to be getting a update to The Witcher 3. I haven't been playing The Witcher 3 as much as I should lately.
Job's done.
Just YouTube stuff. Right now I'm in such a mess with my YouTube videos. They're not nicely aligned the way I would like it, and part of that is The Witcher 3's fault. When I record an hour or maybe an hour and a half of Witcher 3, I have like a 5 gigabyte file that I've got to then get rid of because I just have my SSD enabled right now. I don't have anything else. So, I need to plug in my bigger 5 terabyte hard drive. Yes, and that's just something I haven't gotten around to. But also I don't need to just have 5 terabyte hard files sitting around. That's a lot. Let's see.
I see
So because they're such huge files, I have to upload them as soon as possible. It takes over the next hour of recording the next hour to upload that file. So if I settle in for like an 8-hour session of recording The Witcher 3, which really isn't that much,
the gates
it
are open.
could still be uploading 9+ hours later. Because remember, the first hour of recording, nothing would be uploading, and then I could start things uploading and just queue them up to upload right after each other, but it still could be longer. I forgot that I have so many Ragnaros things in this deck. I haven't played the Warlock in a while. So huge files, huge long uploads, and when I do something like that, that just means a whole page on the YouTube video manager is just being used full of Witcher things. And that pushes all the other series further and further back in pages. And so I'm working on creating a new system. All of this is kind of new stuff to me. It's not like there's a YouTubing for idiots book, for dummies book that I could go buy at the bookstore and read it, and it says, do this, do this, do this. Make this schedule, put this here, write this down, document when things are uploaded, document how many things are uploaded and how far in the future is. All of this is kind of set to the fact that I have videos that are set far, far into the future right now, which is good. That is definitely good. Let's see. This guy, but he won't, he'll just kill me. So I need to play this guy.
The gates are open. Job's done.
This. So I'm just creating systems and creating procedures as I go, trying to learn everything that I need to learn. And,
Behold the might of
and I spent a lot of time, I think I mentioned, on an Excel sheet just to get an idea and see when things come out. Well, I'm gonna try probably to work on that Excel sheet again at some point, so that it can predict when things are gonna come out, and then I would have like a checkbox where I can check and say, yes, these are uploaded, yes, these are ready to go.
So many possibilities.
I have no idea how to kill all these. I need probably this. So that will let me kill this guy and then this guy. And then this.
Yes.
So this is gone. This is gone. That keeps me alive for one more turn.
Well played.
Now, if I can summon this, if I can summon and kill this really quick.
Reporting for duty.
Maybe this will work.
None may challenge the living flame. Jaman!
Actually, that was wrong.
Jaman!
Job's done.
And I've lost. I lost because he'll just kill this guy with one, and then he can attack the base. I needed to have brought this guy out. That would have been the only thing I could have done. I can't lose stars at this rank. So yes, my YouTube videos are a mess, but I'm very, very far ahead. I'm starting to see where Series 3 is going to start. I don't have any games ready for Series 3 recorded, but wow, if I was an entire series ahead, that would be interesting. It would definitely be interesting.
Let the hunt begin.
It's probably a little too far thinking. You can get too ahead of yourself, and then when you need to make changes, it might be like, it might be difficult to say, well, now I've decided I'm not going to do, let's say, Minecraft videos. If I was just gonna say, I'm not gonna do Minecraft videos, so all those videos that I've already recorded and uploaded, that I'm just not gonna do them at all. But really the only reason why I would do that is if for some reason they changed their policy and said you couldn't do YouTube things, and then I'd have some wasted video and that would suck. We haven't run into that problem late since the beginning.
What you want?
Since I really learned that you have to make sure that you have permission and can say you have permission. All my videos have gone up fine, and I have not gotten any like content ID matches or flags lately at all, but there definitely is some random times that people will try to, half the time these days it seems like just bugs in YouTube system, like some ridiculous thing that you know is getting claimed, you know it's wrong, but it's getting claimed anyways, and I just dispute it, and the dispute all resolves itself.
Tadingo! Yes!
Game plus 1 attack when you die. I'm not sure if this card really works. I'm testing it out. Sometimes it seems like it works, but sometimes it doesn't. So, what else am I working on, really? Haven't worked on a lot. I did take some time out and watch the Daredevil series on Netflix. Yeah, I watched Daredevil on Netflix and I liked that. I was working while I was watching it, so I didn't have my eyes on it too completely, but that's fine. It was surprising how much they referenced what happened in the first Avengers movie. I would have thought that it would have been not mentioned. In particular, since they don't have the rights to Spider-Man, and so Spider-Man swinging around in New York is getting completely not mentioned, but everything that happens in the Avengers movie is getting mentioned, and it's only going to get weirder because I think they are eventually going to get permission to use their own property, which is a weird thing. Sony got the rights to Marvel real cheap, and it's some kind of contract that goes on forever as long as they keep making movies. And because of that, this weird contract, they just make really bad movies every couple of years that they don't really care about or anything. Let's see. We'll kill this guy. We will kill some of this guy. This guy. Yeah, this worked out pretty well. So
For the gnomes!
we're gonna do 1 damage to this guy, and 7 damage to this guy. Yeah, this might work. Not I think I was saying a few episodes ago about how I'm probably one of the best customers for Netflix because I don't watch anything. That's still very true. I don't watch a lot of TV, and I'm almost definitely one of the best customers for Dish because I have probably one of their mid to higher tier packages, don't watch anything, and uh, and still pay them. Let's see. Which is more important? Killing one and protecting these guys? Or I think killing one. This is gonna be silly. But I'm gonna do it. So now he can't kill this guy, which keeps him alive. This guy's paying off so far. This strategy's working. I guess I thought it might since I put it in this deck.
I hope you like my invention.
That didn't quite hit the mark.
Alright, so we have 11. All we need to do is do more
The gates are open.
I can ease your pain.
one more damage. So I'm just gonna hit him in the face. Pretty much guaranteed victory here. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this. Actually.
I let the dogs out.
Well, now how do I get the one less bit of damage is the question. He could certainly keep me down. But I'm at the advantage. I have 4 cards in my hand and 1 on the field. He just has 2 on the field. I probably shouldn't live tap. I am at 19, but he is at 1. I don't know what he's doing here, if we lost connection or what. Just don't say we both disconnected and it's a tie, that would be unfair. Come on, do something. He should have done the speed up at this point. Come on. I just saw him highlight this. just highlighted this. So he's just sitting here. I don't know if he's frozen or if I'm frozen or what. Come on. The tracker just said I got questing adventurer. What is going on with Hearthstone? Like he's playing and I'm stuck. My client is just not working. This is awful. It just said I got novice engineer. Oh, what to do here? This is terrible for YouTube recording. This is terrible for this game. He's gonna beat me in a second because it's all gonna eventually catch up. I've locked it. It somehow locked itself. I'm not taking responsibility for this. I didn't do anything. It's locked itself into this loop where I'm sure on the other side, our opponent is just seeing me do nothing and wondering why, and it's probably speeding me up and ending my turn over and over again.
I wonder.
And I will lose in a couple of turns because I'm just not doing anything. And certainly I've won a lot of games like this. This is probably the first time I've ever really felt like, oh, this is how it happens.
I wonder.
This is what happens. We may have both lost connection to the Hearthstone service. That is a possibility, but I don't know. I can't do anything. I cannot do anything at all. So I'm thinking about the Batman game. I need to do new games. I think. I think it helps. But we're in the middle of The Witcher 3. I need to play The Witcher 3 a lot. The Batman game is going to be really long. It's got some really dumb pre-order exclusives lockout stuff that is which really means I shouldn't play it at all until there's a game of the year edition. That whole game of the year stuff, as soon as they started having these pre-order exclusives that really mattered, as soon as they were locking out actual content unless you pre-ordered from specific stores, and a lot of times if you wanted to get all the content that was made for the game that really kind of did matter, for some games you would have to have pre-ordered the game from like several different stores, and I don't know how you could do that other than ending up with like 5 copies of the same game that I guess you could give it away. But then they'd come back a year later and have the Game of the Year edition that had all of that stuff put back in, and it was kind of this weird circular logic. It's like, we're gonna try to get people to pre-order, even though everybody knows pre-ordering is terrible and we shouldn't be done. Everybody should know that at this point, particularly in video games. But then we're going to try to sell the game a second time a year later, so we're going to take all that content that we cut out of the actual game to get people to pre-order and put it back in. Thus, the Game of the Year edition is the best edition that you should have bought, and now people have caught on to that, and the truth is I should buy the game a year later. It's a little bit different now with Steam sales and good old game sales, which I'm starting to twist my view and think maybe I should get all my games DRM free with good old games. It's a newer service. It only has crossplay enabled for one game, but let's see if this does anything. Nothing. I think that he's won a long time ago. I think we have to concede. It should have been. He should have won a long time ago, and it doesn't seem like this game is going to do anything. This is a weird reason to concede, but I'm gonna do it. I concede, and nothing happened. I concede, and nothing happens. I concede, and nothing happens. Alright, well, we're not gonna make any progress here. We're gonna just quit. Okay, so now let's relaunch Battle.net and Hearthstone.
It's good.
Yeah,
to
so I'm
see ya
thinking
again.
more and more about good old games. I still need people to support me with games. The income has not gotten to the point where I've made $60 and I've already spent probably close to $100, maybe $120 on games. So I'm in the hole already just buying the games.
Gul'dan
And
versus
really
Jaina.
can't agree with the
You
argument
asked
I would
for
about
it.
the games
Your
anyways,
soul
because
shall be mine.
I just wouldn't. This is my only career. I don't spend money when I have no income. At least I try not to. And I wouldn't do it for video games. And so that gets back to the whole Batman game. It's like, I should do new games. I should always be doing new games. The whole Nintendo Splatoon game is out and everybody's saying they really like it. But can I get footage of that? I don't think I could. I don't have a Wii U. I don't have a capture unit that would capture the Wii U. I don't. Technically, I don't have permission to put Nintendo videos up because they want all kinds of ridiculous requirements for that. And the people that put up the Nintendo stuff on YouTube are very much risking a lot. You could put it up and just not monetize on it, I suppose.
I can ease your pain.
But even that doesn't help. Because then they'll still content ID, and I imagine eventually they'll even up that ante and start copyright flagging things that aren't in their system. Let's play
Give me
this.
a quest.
This guy with this guy. More and more games are gonna come out.
Pandaria will be
Fallout 4 apparently is coming out. That's been announced today. Am I gonna play Fallout 4? I don't know. I've said the story. It is weird. It is a weird consideration for me to want to
Job's done.
to play Fallout 4 because I just had. We'll tell the story again. Played
Get
Fallout
behind
3.
me.
I stuck with the storyline because I thought there was gonna be a lot more. I did from the top right to the lower left of the entire world. I did a significant, almost all the missions in that section. And there was a mission at the top right, there was a story mission. Then, following that, took us all the way to the lower left, and in the lower left was the final mission that ended the game. And on the original version of the of how that worked, you couldn't play the game anymore. The DLC let you play some more, but at that point I'd already spent probably well over 200 hours just doing half the map. I was tired, I'd seen the end, and I didn't. And I'm still not sure that I don't want to do any more of Fallout. I kinda liked it, but I only played half of Fallout 3, and it was more than enough. And I don't want to play games like that. Maybe I am going to have to? I would hope not.
So many possibilities.
The gates are open. Job done.
I would hope that as a YouTuber I don't start getting to the point where I'm like, well, let's just play this game
Behold the
halfway.
might of Stormwind!
Let's not see it from beginning to end as much as we can see it. I'm willing on The Witcher 3 to say I'm only going to play it once. So if there are diverging storylines, which there probably are, I'm not going to sit there and try and let's see.
I see.
I'm not going to try to see both diverging storylines, because that could be playing a 200-hour game times 4, 5, 6 different choices, which is not worth anything.
Shall not fall.
I'm okay with the choices I've made, except for the one failed mission that I've done where I just didn't stop to save somebody that was being attacked on the side of the road, and so that's the only thing I'm really not happy with was that. Looks like I'm about to lose.
Done.
Guess I couldn't have done much else. So I don't know. It wouldn't really bother me too much if Fallout 4 was a smaller area than Fallout. Because when you take a critical eye towards that map, it was a lot of here's a point and then a point. In between there was just a little too much empty space. The same is true for The Witcher 3. It's like here's a point and there's a point, and in between it is just a little too much of empty forest. They're trying to keep the world alive. It's not a ridiculous amount to travel. I think Skyrim in particular was a lot worse about just from here to here is nothing. Or at least it would look like nothing, and maybe sometimes you'd walk by a cave that would randomly generate some new mission. It's hard to tell really on the point of Skyrim, since they were procedurally generating missions. You could never actually do all the missions. You could do all the written ones, and there were a lot of written ones, but you could never do all of the ones that were being generated. And the ones that were generated, you could usually figure out they were generated because it would be some random NPC would tell you go to this cave and retrieve this item. And you would go to a cave which you'd already probably been in for some story mission if you've done all the story missions before. And this time there's some item that you can pick up that wasn't there before if you've been looting and making sure to get everything. Is that really? No, that's a 2 mana. Let's see. Attack. In the turn. And sticking as a channel on games that are super long is not a great benefit. The Binding of Isaac, super long game, and didn't get a lot of views. A lot of my series have just not gotten a lot of views. So cross promotion needs to happen more. Still haven't done the outro. I keep talking about it, but it's still not getting done. And I'll bring 4 damage here. That works real nice. If only I had like the Frost Warlord, the one that gets +1/+1 for every character. Right now, that'd be great. But yeah, there's a lot of promotion that's missing there. FTL series that aren't even good, like FTL, Tao's Principle, that don't really deserve to be watched. I still wish and need people to watch because it's content I made, it's views I need to get, and of course when you start out a new thing, the first couple of things you do are not the greatest, and that's definitely the truth. That
For Gnomerica! For the gnomes!
I don't think FTL was the greatest. I think Isaac was fine, but we probably made some blunders in it every now and then. We weren't the best Isaac player, and it was a particularly hard game, so we didn't like unlock the Lost, and we didn't unlock every single item, and I haven't gone back to play any Isaac at all, so it's still technically on the back burner, but that was probably a mistake to say things are on the back burner.
My shield for Argus!
I had not realized how much I need to just progress and go forward in games. So thoughts of, oh, I'll come back later is not the right way to look at this. I don't need to come back later. I need to
For the gnomes!
keep going forward to the next game and the next game and the next game. A lot of my series are just old. Even my Minecraft series I'm doing old maps that I should have done a year ago when the maps came out, but I wasn't even doing YouTube then. So this guy,
Everyone, get in here!
and then this guy.
Job's done.
I am gonna do new maps as they come out. We are at a kind of weird position with Minecraft maps, since 1.9 is almost certainly going to break every single, well, not every single, but close to every map. Any map that was made for 1.8 or earlier at this point is probably not going to work very well. So if I do
So
My
many
shield for Argus.
possibilities.
And then this.
Everyone, get in here!
And this. Hit the base. And bomb. Alright. Let's play this. And then
Pylons! Everyone, get in here!
okay. Darn it, that sucked. That works.
Into the breach!
Smash down the face.
Job's done.
That was a lot of moves there.
Follow the rules.
Let's see.
For Nomrica!
The gates are open.
Kill this guy.
For the gnomes!
Kill this guy.
Where shall I strike?
Smash the base, smash the base, smash the base. And the turret. So yeah, new games. New games are what I need to do. New Minecraft maps. Whenever I see them, I will do them. Unfortunately, that I'll probably be a little bit behind on Minecraft maps. I follow several map makers. And all of that on YouTube, but I don't have time to like all day, every day on the hour checking like Reddit, Minecraft, the Minecraft Reddit sub-hour thing. Although I kind of do get close to that.
I can ease your pain.
Draw another card.
Pylon! Everyone, get in here!
This guy.
Everyone, get in here!
And then
Farewell.
Shall I strike?
oh, I was already at 7. Do that. Should have probably enough right now to kill him. Let's see. This one could go here, this one could go Psalm's Vow. Draw 2 cards.
Reporting for duty.
And that's all we can do. Summon this. And draw a card.
Give me a quest.
And let's see. Down to 15.
Put your faith in the light.
So there was this new game came out called Lego Worlds, which in a a lot of ways feels like it might have the potential to try and supplant Minecraft. And that, I think that might have been true if they had gotten the game out earlier. But it's probably way too
Quest
late
accepted.
now. Let's go ahead and draw a card.
Job's done.
And it's like the Telltale games of all the other Lego games, which I do like. You run around, you punch things made out of Legos. You can, in Lego Worlds, you can build things from like predefined models. So you can find a model of a house and then build that using the studs you have, whatever you would like on the map. And that's actually kind of a cool feature because it's something that you certainly can't do in regular Minecraft, is just have something just I know how this is built. I've built it before. That's something you could definitely do in World Edit, but which is a mod for Minecraft. But Minecraft, yeah,
Job's done.
that's what I said. In World Edit, you could certainly save schematics, is what they were called, and load them up, and sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't.
I've got the beast in my sight.
Depended on
Reporting for
on some
duty.
things because the mod
My
wasn't quite
shield
perfect.
for Argus.
But that would be great if that was the default of vanilla Minecraft ability. You can kind of do it. You can clone an area, and cloning the area will allow for. Let's see. So I've got to hit this guy and hit this guy. Oh, this is no good.
Where shall I strike?
I just need to do 4 damage. If I had like one spell to do 4 damage, but I don't. And I'm almost out of cards.
Reporting for duty.
This is Ragnos needs to do. Ragnarok.
Job's done.
Hit the face. If he just hits the face once, that's all that's needed.
Follow the rules.
Actually, I don't need the live tap. I only have 3 more cards, so live tap is only going to help me with 1 cards. He has 6 more cards.
Reporting for duty. The gates are open.
End the turn. This is gonna get down to it. Can I survive
Reporting for
to
duty.
the last cards? Probably the answer is no. Play
None
this.
may challenge the living flame.
Now they've got to kill this guy. I don't think they have enough attack. Draw 2 cards. Oh, great! We're back to being balanced.
I'm almost out of cards. Hunt
We
them
attack.
down.
This
Not at all.
Job's done.
and end the turn.
I'm almost out of cards.
All I need to do is get him to draw like twice.
Reporting for
Well
duty.
played.
Probably shouldn't have healed this guy. Actually, that's gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. Darn it! Darn it, darn it, darn it. What game is this? This is game I'm gonna say it's game 4. I think it's probably only game 3. What was the other option? Shaman. Might as well just keep playing Warlock. Wow, no progress, and we're playing against ranked 22 players too. It's strange that they're coming out with a game called Lego World when they're about to come out with Lego Dimensions 2. Also, and,
victory.
Your soul shall be mine.
it's Lego Dimensions also is what I meant to say. They're still on the first version. And Lego Dimensions does interest me. I do have a moderate collection of Legos.
Job's done.
I would like to get a few more. I am kind of picky, so it's not like I want to get every single kit or anything. I have just a few that I think look good on my shelves, and I also have some limited shelf space, so I don't want to go to the point where I'm having to buy even more shelves than what I've already
I
bought
can ease your pain.
to accommodate more Legos. But there are a few more I want to get. There are some play sets that make this street, so it's like one's a theater and then it connects right next to the next play set, which is a apartment building or something, and there's about 6 or 7 of them that all connect and make nice play sets. It's not, I don't think, part of the Lego City line, which is smaller sets. I like the really big sets. And then I already have one pirate ship for Pirates of the Caribbean. It wouldn't be a terrible thing if I had the other 2 just to balance it out, but I'm not super interested in that. I definitely want to get the Death Star playset, which is the most expensive one at, I think it's like $400, which is a lot of money. Undeniably a lot of money to be putting into
Quest accepted.
a plastic playset toy. But there's a bigger one. There's the biggest one ever made is the Taj Mahal, I believe, and the Taj Mahal has the most number of pieces, I believe, but it's all white pieces. It's not really an interesting build to me. This guy's gonna kill me. I need to kill him regardless. Next turn, we're gonna take this guy out. He's been giving him extra health. There's a London Bridge set that I think is the biggest set you could buy right now because the Taj Mahal hasn't been made for several years.
The void.
But it's a pretty boring set too, in my opinion, as far as Lego sets.
Running the program.
Let's see. I want to get these guys. Get rid of these guys. Play some more control. So yeah, there's not a ton of them more. I wanted to get, like, there's a Jabba the Hutt palace set that looked pretty cool. I'm not super into Star Wars, And they've never had the Star Trek license, but I guess I would get a Star Trek set if I could. That's not a terrible thought. I would like to try and balance it out. If they came out with a good-looking Harry Potter set, I'd get that. But I'm not a super fan of Harry Potter. I watched the movies and I was like, okay, those are fine. But if they had that castle, a nice-looking castle on my shelf, would look good. And that's the same as true as for the Pirates of the Caribbean ship. I wasn't a super fan of Pirates of the Caribbean, but a pirate ship on my shelf looks nice. Or at least I think it looks nice. I'm sure a lot of other people think it looks like a old man with a bunch of toys on his shelf. He must be very immature, which I won't argue that. I might be immature. Probably am. But it's weird now. It's like, in a lot of ways, my generation is the first generation where toys were appealing enough that we'll play one just that people in their adulthood wanted to actually recreate that. Generations before us had garbage toys, and they were pretty boring even then. At most, you had your record collections. Those were the quote-unquote toys of a generation slightly before mine, where people as kids and teenagers would have records, and some people as adults kept that record collection and might even have gone really crazy with it and had massive collections. But now we're kind of doing it more for the Lego thing. And I never played with Legos as kids. I can guarantee you I was not given one single set of Legos as a child. So this is a new thing for me. It's not even that. There were some toys that I wish I had kept and not had thrown away by my parents or lost in moves or whatever. Or broken. Let's face it, I probably broke a lot of toys as a kid. That's kind of what toys are for, is to teach kids that they have to be careful with their stuff or they'll lose it. But like, I had some old Ghostbuster toys that, man, if I still had those, I'd be proud. If they were in good condition and I had them, I would be proud of using it, because those were pretty cool in my day. I think I had a couple Ninja Turtles, but wasn't too big into Ninja Turtles. I think I don't know if I had much of anything else. I had some, I think it was called Mad Max toys, which are completely unsafe for kids because the pieces were so small you could get them up your nose or swallow them and suffocate. And I still have a couple of those. I actually do have a couple of those, but not a lot. I wish I had kept it all. I wish I had like every single toy that I had as a kid, just to show off to future generations. Let's see.
My shield for Argon.
Let's play some control areas. So if he can't do damage, I can do 7 to his face next turn. Maybe we'll get one victory in this game. But then again, I also have to wrap up this whole conversation about Legos, saying there's a chance things could change in my life. I could at some point say, look, it's enough of childishness, let's put all these Legos in a box in the garage and let's put something else on the shelf. That certainly could happen. My shelves aren't full of only Legos. There are also comic books, which I tried to get into that and failed, and so now I'm out again. I was in and I'm out. I just can't stick with it. I hear the whole DC convergence thing went about as predictably bad as it was going to go.
Into the
They
breach!
undid all of what they had tried to do with New 52 to restart things and make it easier for people to start from that point, and now they are just not gonna care about any kind of continuity, it seems like. Which
We must
maybe
cleanse the
that
Sunwell.
will be better. I don't know. I have to think about it. Maybe if they stopped referencing other comic books and trying to push other comic books, so that if you were reading one Batman, they wouldn't refer to the events of another Batman. If you're reading Batman comic, they wouldn't refer to Batman and Robin comic. Thus, you could buy just Batman and enjoy that story by itself. But I don't believe that's what they mean. If that's what they meant, that would be great. That would actually help quite a bit.
The gates are open.
But I don't think. I think they'll still do those tricks. Try to get more and more people to buy everything. Still keep the attitude that you should be purchasing all 52 of their series, of their comic series that get released monthly, which I think it's less than 52 now. So that doesn't really push me to try to get back in. If we get lucky, it'll hit the base 3 times. So what else is on my shelf? I have movies, DVDs, and comic books, and Legos, and that's it. Don't have any other. I certainly don't have time to read books. If you got play video games, there are video games, but all my video games that I purchased that were digital now that everything's going to digital are Xbox 360 games, and so at this point we're starting to think maybe I will migrate those and box those up. They're on the shelf right now, but how long they will stay on the shelf is the question. I guess I should just summon Major Domo Executus here next turn. He'll be with a 9 attack. It should be helpful towards 4 damage, then another 4 damage. Sucks. And then get rid of that guy. No surprise there. Let's see.
None may challenge thy flame.
Job done.
So between those two, I can do 11 damage.
You win this time.
Great. That is great. Finally, we get a victory, and that's a great note to end this episode on. I've been ranting and talking and rambling probably for enough for one episode. We'll get back to more rambling and talking in the next episode, I'm sure. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can do that by clicking on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media site, there's a bunch of links down below. Have a good evening.